KSL Sports Beat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by SportsMedUtah.com.
I know, the excitement is overwhelming. Yes. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Game Night Live, presented by SportsMed Utah. Rod here, Jeremiah there. We're at the halfway point of the region schedule in high school hoops. The battle for region title, JJ, heating up as we go into the second half. And
those battles comes tight games with plenty of drama at the end, and that's what we had this week. Let's start with Kearns and Judge from Friday night. Game tied in the final seconds. Bulldogs going for the win. Tanner Riley can't get it to go. Time's running out. Kearns has one more chance. The Crarian Vines at the buzzer. He got it, a three. They go crazy. Cougars win 47-44. Now all alone in second place in Region 6 behind Bountiful. More drama. Cottonwood taking on West. Time running out. Score tied. Riley Kenner gets the bucket to go at the buzzer. And the Panthers are going crazy. If the state tournament started today, the Panthers would be in. That's one more look at that crazy finish at West High School, Rod. All right, from Wednesday, Pineview 6-1 in Region 9, 5-1 Snow Canyon. Best play from the first half, Jacoby Fry. Yeah, that's highlight material right there. Warriors up 7. End of the first half, Hayden Anderson. Snow Canyon up 9 at the break. Fourth quarter now, Pineview outscores Snow Canyon 18-10. Jack Bangeter. We are tied at 65. Let's go to overtime. Final minute of overtime. Pineview's Cody Wilstead. Panthers up 2. On the other end, it's Hayden Anderson's turn. We are tied at 69. Down to the final shot for Pineview. Cody Wilstead. That is your ball game at the buzzer. Pineview with the 2-point win. Wilstead finishing with 27 points and 12 rebounds. All right, in Region 4, Lone Peak, of course, perched on top at 5-0, but right behind the Knights, Pleasant Grove and American Fork with only one loss apiece. Those two met up in AF last night. Winners staying within shouting distance of Lone Peak. Vikings, though, jump out early. Riley Court.
He pulls for 3.
Bang, he had a game-high 20. Then we start getting some air.
To him. Down the lane. Oh, what a throwdown! And one!
Tyler Rawson slamming in 17. PG responding. Matt Conway, he had 18. Then back comes Rawson.
Just hit the 3. Lob the backside to Rawson. His second dunk and his second harm on the dunk.
That's pretty cool. AF outscores PG by 5 in the fourth, but it was not enough. Pleasant Grove ends up winning this thing by 6. Davis 5-0 in Region 1, hosting Layton. Lancers coming into last night's game, 2 back at 3-2. First quarter off the miss. That's Abel Porter. Yes, he's able and willing. Led 11-2, Davis did. Layton fighting back, the big man, Mike Hibbert. And then Julian Blackman to Brandon Hill. Lancers trying to get it back into it, but they still trailed by 9 at the half. Third quarter now, Porter's pretty good when he gets in the lane. And then, next play, he's got a free ride to Hoop Heaven. Guards trying to pull away on this one, Matt Morrell. He had 14 points, 5 steals, 4 boards. Layton did cut the lead to 4. Hibbert, that's pretty sweet. It finally goes in, but Abel Porter would drop in 15. And the Darts, with a big fourth quarter, outscoring the Lancers by 7. They win it by 11 for their 6th straight region win. Region 2, Taylorsville taking on Hunter. First quarter, Sidney Freeman. Oh, how about that move and that move? And the bucket. 4 seconds left on the clock. Shot is no good, but Freeman puts it right back at the buzz. Wolverines coming back, though. Joe Filipilongi drives the lane. Tough and 1 right there. Third quarter, Noah Tongai takes it strong. And the hack. But it was all Warriors in this one. Sidney Freeman to Remy Prince. Taylorsville wins this one easily. All right, after the buzzer beater win over Snow Canyon, Pineview was at Dixie last night. Cody Wilstead, after that buzzer beater, the turnaround fader, he had 17 points, 11 rebounds. Dixie would respond, though. Tyler Bennett, 2 of his 15. Second half, Pineview would go on a 10-0 run, though, to pull away, and they would stay perfect in Region 9.
1A Hoops, Prize Valley taking on Diamond Ranch. First quarter, Zach LaRusi. He scores. Couple plays later, LaRusi. It's a tough one to go. Bryce Valley keeping it close, so Chandler Tebbs with the score. But Diamond Ranch would hold on in this one. Saxon Mingus, first team all-name in the state. He had 29 points. Diamond Ranch wins 69-66. Well, Tyler Haws rewrote the record book at Lone Peak. Last night, he received the ultimate honor. His jersey was retired. His younger brother, TJ, was right there next to him, and he may enjoy that same honor someday. I spoke to both of them after that special night.
And hereby officially we honor his number.
Where does that rank among all the honors you've received?
No, it's definitely got to be one of the honors up there right at the top. It was a special night, and I'm just really proud to have been able to play for Coach Lewis and to be a part of the Lone Peak program.
Tyler, how much of an impact did your high school basketball experience have on the player you are today?
It had a huge impact. No, I still look back and remember things that Quincy taught me, and look back on experiences I had, tournaments I went to. So there's lots of fun memories, and I contribute a lot of my success to this program.
What was it like for you, TJ, to watch him receive that kind of an honor?
Just, very proud of him. I've watched him, grow up ever since, 6th, 7th grade, watching him play, and I've seen, the countless hours he's put in the gym, and I'm very happy to see that all his hard work is paying off.
How much of an influence did he have on you? I know there's a 6-year age gap, but how much did you learn from him growing up and watching him play?
So much. I've said this many times, but I've never met someone that works as hard as Tyler does. And to have that influence in my life, and to have that example to look up to, and to see that if you work hard, good things are gonna happen. And so it's definitely been a good example to me all throughout my life.
How much have you enjoyed watching TJ play and develop?
I love watching Tej play. I think our games are different, but he's a competitor, doesn't back down to anyone. He kind of has that little brother's mentality that's like, no matter who he's playing against, he thinks he's the best guy on the court, and he's always been like that. And ever since he was in kindergarten and 1st grade, he's always been playing with us and acting like he can shoot from anywhere on the court.
So I take it you push him around a little bit when he's younger. Is that why he's got that chip on his shoulder? Did you have a role in that?
Probably.
Did you have a role in that?
Of course. No, I can remember Tyler being in 6th grade, and I was just young in elementary school, and anytime I'd always be there on the sideline watching it, because at recess he'd be out playing with his guys. And, if I could get in there once a week or twice a week, I'd get in there and I'd cast it from deep right when I got in. So it was definitely something that I enjoyed, and that's something I remember forever.
You've played at the highest level of college basketball. How good can TJ be?
I think the sky's the limit for Tej. I've seen him play against college guys, and last year he played against the top guys in the country, and so he can play with anyone, and he's a guy that makes his teammates better and doesn't back down to anyone.
TJ, you had a tough decision to make. You could have played a year with Tyler at BYU or go on a mission. You chose to go on a mission. Why did you make that decision, and how hard was that decision?
Yeah, that was a hard decision. It took a lot of thought and a lot of prayer. It would have definitely been a blast to play with Tyler. It's something I would have never forgotten. But I feel like it's better for me to be able to play 4 years in a row, and I'll get 3 years with Nick and Eric, which is something that I'm excited about.
How excited are you to see him have that experience?
I'm very excited. Just to see the chemistry that those guys had last year. They're going to be able to do that again at BYU, and so I'm excited to see how they develop and compete when all of them get back from their missions.
How good could they be as a group?
They could be the best team in the country, just like they were in high school, and I think all 3 of them believe that.
Now, Tyler just passed Brandon Davies to become the 10th all-time leading scorer in BYU history. TJ's hoping to lead Lone Peak to a 4th consecutive state title, something that has never been done in state history.
All right, major matchup in Region 10 on Tuesday. Number 1 Morgan hosting number 3 Juan Diego, both coming into this one at the time. 6 straight wins And Garen Miles off to a great start for Morgan. Starts his night by stealing and scoring. Third quarter, Eagles trying to fight back in this one. Dominique Mills, he'll hit the three. But this thing really wasn't even close. Miles, corner this time. That's his fourth three of the game. He had 20. Hayden Garfield also helping out with 11 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and a steal for good measure. Morgan claiming dominance now in Region 10 with a 16-point win. All right, let's go to Region 7 Tuesday night. Olympus at Orem. Tigers out to the early double-digit lead. Titans, Alec Monson, the three, and he's fouled. Dalton Nixon, end of the first. Tigers take a 7-point lead. In second quarter, Olympus, that's Jake Lindsay. Olympus has impressive full court press here. They did it all game. Off the deflection, Jordan Meekum gets them within 1. Titans chip away, and Orem's Cooper Holto says, hang on, swatting away. Olympus has a 4-point halftime lead. Second half, Lindsay. Pretty nice crossover right there. And then Nixon. And then Nixon. He'll finish, and the one. He had 28 and 11. Titans. Pretty tough right there. Nice shot by Monson. He led the Titans with 22. Lindsay chipped in 14, and despite Nixon's big game, Titans get the huge win at Orem. Bingham taking on Alta. Alta's Trevor Hill gets that to drop. A couple of moments later, Zach Rollins drains the three at the buzzer. Second quarter we go. Rollins, well, he had that feeling. Another one. He had 19 on the night, but the Miners would keep it close. Mike Green and the one cuts the Alta lead to 30 to 27. Third quarter, John Lindsay, that's a 3-ball, cuts the lead to 2. This game would go back and forth. Mike Green, another long ball, lead to 5, but the Hawks would be too much. Landon Albrecht with the finishing touches on this one. Alta wins it 58-52.
Cancer affects just about everyone at any time, at some time in their life. It happened to Albert and AJ Semiatu. The brothers on the Cyprus basketball team recently lost their mother to breast cancer. The support from the community and an act of kindness from an opponent has helped them get through a very difficult time.
My mom, she was always a selfless person. She was very caring, sweet, uplifting, like, everyone would be sad, and she would always be the one with a smile on her face. Even though she's in pain, she's struggling, she always has a smile on her face, and that whatever she does she does 100%.
A long battle with breast cancer could never keep Kopa Siatanuu from attending her son's games. Always there on the sideline, showing her support. Just 2 days after Christmas, she lost her battle. AJ, Albert, and their siblings lost their mother.
In a sense, it wasn't a surprise because, you know, we had our mom's funeral, everyone showed up, and we just saw how many lives she touched, and, you know, we weren't surprised, but at the same time we were. It's a small community, but which is great because, you know, we all have heart and we stick together. And I think that's what stood out the most for us, which helps us get through these hard times.
The Judge basketball team received word of their loss and wanted to do something to show their support. Both Cyprus and Judge wore pink shoelaces during Tuesday's game, and the Judge captains made a special presentation before tip-off.
This year at Cyprus, members of our team have been deeply impacted by cancer. We'd like to now direct your attention to mid-court, where the Judge Memorial captains, Trey Bordeaux, Ryan Pauly, and Sean McMinamy, would like to recognize Cyprus High School's Albert and AJ Semiatu and honor their mother, who recently lost her own valiant battle against this disease.
I just try not to be emotional about it, because, like,
I could feel it, like, I don't know, I wanted to cry, but then it was just something simple. Something as simple as that can touch me and him.
That was kind of one of those moments where you're, wow, this is something really big.
One of the Judge captains, Sean McMenemy, knew exactly what Albert and AJ were going through.
So I lost my dad my sophomore year of high school, and it was similar to what they went through. It was sudden. I'm sure they weren't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know if they knew it at the time, but I truly knew what they were feeling, and they knew how hard it would be to come out and play a basketball game of all things. I know during that time that might not be one of the things that you want to do. Tremendously brave of those guys, and it just kind of shows what type of kids they are. To come out and they both gave it their all.
Kopa Semiatu moved her family from Samoa so her kids could get a good education. That is how they plan to honor her memory.
You know, every time I step on the court, whenever Coach Khan says, AJ, you're up, you know, I just tell him, you know, AJ, do it for Mom. Our life is my mom's entertainment, and I want to see her smile. And that was just our goal, you know, make her happy, keep that smile on her face. And I think what we can do is just take what she taught us to the short time we had and apply it through our lives and teach it through our children and just pass it on.
It's the day you focus something bigger than yourself. Play with something bigger than yourself. Let's go. Let's go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Kopa fought breast cancer bravely for 14 years. She leaves behind her children and 2 grandchildren. Albert hopes to play junior college football. AJ has 1 more year at Cyprus before graduating.
All right, now let's hit a couple of games from Wednesday. Box Elder and Roy battling for the top spot in Region 5 at the time. Roy was 5-0, Box Elder 4-1 coming in. First half for Chapman. Pretty much a steel door here, not letting anything get inside. Second half now. Roy gets moving. Nate Jones saves it, back to Blake Lamb. Lamb with 9. Bees then on the move. Jeff Sever finds the ball and puts it up. We're tied. But then Roy would go on a 10-0 run. Jacob Payne, Nate Jones, Royals would eventually have a 4-point lead, and then Chapman, Jones, Cody Hobbs. And to finish it off, Chapman. He had 18 on Wednesday. Royals outscored the Bees by 11 in the fourth to get the win by 12. Desert Hills at Cedar. Redmond have had a lot of close games this year. This one, no exception. Trey Tanner for the Thunder. That put D Hills ahead by 8. But Cedar would come back. Jaron Forsyth in the lane and the foul. We go to overtime. First OT. Game tied. Redmond looking inside. They got it. Dustin Staggs. Cedar takes the lead. Last chance for Desert Hills. Jordan Hoganson. No. Rebound. Yes. So we go to a second OT. Cedar keeps going to Staggs, and that was a good idea. Then late in the second OT, Cedar up 2, Staggs again, and the 1. Redmond get the double OT win, 60-57.
We're the cheerleaders of Orem High, and this is Game Night Live.
All right, here we go. All the goodness from the past week of high school hoops all wrapped up in a nice little bundle worth 90 seconds.
If you don't like buzzer beaters and dunks, you may want to turn away. But if you do, it's time for the highlight reel.
continue tonight with the drill team state competition. The 4A and 5A wrapped up yesterday. Congratulations to the winners. The 1A, 2A, and 3A, they're going on right now. So these ladies put in a lot of time, and it all wrapped up. So we're going to have one look and listen. If you'd like to check out the drill team competition, you can go to KSL.com and click on live at KSL.com. And we have replays on our website. So
we watch these girls at halftime of all these shows. They work really hard. It's great to see them compete and try to win championships.
So there you go. You can watch it on KSL.com. Replays. See ya.